taking care of everybody else but yourself. It's a matter of time before you break down. So what does it mean to radiate more feminine energy, or as I like to say, use your feminine power? These are very different things than just being ladylike. I'm all for women learning how to be more ladylike, but honestly, I don't think that fits every woman, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and tell every woman and girl, go out here, wear makeup and put on a dress and wear heels, because that may not fit you. But it's innately in us to be able to use our feminine power. There are some common traits that I want to go over in this video of what it really means to exude that feminine energy, or to use your feminine power to be a much better version of you. And it's not about attracting a man. It's not about keeping a relationship, even though I am a dating and relationship coach, and I firmly believe in balancing our energies in order to have healthy relationships. But I want you to understand, what does it truly mean to be feminine? The biggest tip that I could share with anyone is, one, y'all, you don't understand how being confident really impacts who you are. Do we not love confident men? Yes. And what confidence in a man makes him look more masculine, makes him look just so much better when he's confident in what he brings to the relationship or what he brings to society. That man who is confident in his truth is a very sexy man. The same goes for a woman who exudes confidence. It makes you a beautiful person when you stand strong in who you are. But I see a lot of women not knowing how to be confident. First and foremost, I want you to understand that you were given a set of gifts that are uniquely yours. You should absolutely embrace that. What is it about you that people absolutely love? Is it your quirkiness? Is it the way you laugh? Is it the way you walk, talk, whatever? Are you funny? Whatever it is, there's a set of qualities that make you you. You gotta start embracing that. Stop comparing yourself to somebody else. I don't give a damn who else is out there. That is how you become more confident. Like they say, comparison is a thief of joy. If you keep comparing yourself to somebody else, you will never love the skin that you're in. Until you really learn who you are, until then, and only then, can you begin to work on your confidence. Typically, I'm talking to the woman who's like me, the mature woman, the woman who doesn't care what people think about her anymore, the woman who's grinding, the woman who's constantly in her masculine energy because life has dealt her that life. Whether you're a single mom, a leader in corporate America, whether you're the boss at CVS, I really don't care. But you are constantly in your masculine energy because you're doing. You're doing so much that you done forgot to take care of yourself. You don't even recognize yourself anymore. Maybe 10, 20, 30 years ago, you had all these hopes and dreams. Maybe you were free loving. Maybe you backpacked across Europe. You were living this life, and now you look back at that life, and then you look at your life today. You don't recognize this woman anymore. What happened to that carefree, feminine, loving, full of energy woman? Where did she go? By the time you lay down at night, and then let's say you're in a relationship, you look over to your right or your left and you look at your partner, and you've been doing stuff all day long, and now your partner, he's standing at attention and he's thinking, well, now it's time for you to serve me. And girl, you don't even have any energy to do so because you've been doing a bunch of things all darn day. And so now you got to take care of somebody else. And who's the last one to get taken care of? You. And if you're having intimate relationships with your partner and he, heaven forbid, doesn't even know how to make you become satisfied, you reach that level of climax, now you got to go to sleep and nobody took care of you all day long. I'm talking to that woman. And I know it's a lot of us out here like that. So if you are that woman and you identify with that woman, what does it mean to be more feminine? So that you don't get to be 55, 65 years old and you look back at your life and you realize you never did anything for yourself. You never took care of yourself. You never found yourself because you were too busy thinking about what other people thought about you. You were too busy then taking care of everybody else that you neglected yourself. And if you never took the time to find yourself, you will look back at your life. You will have regrets that you didn't get to live your life when you were 18, 22, 25. Because I can sit here and tell you, I don't think my mother is Asian. My mother was not raised in this country. I can't think of a time ever. And my mother is almost 75 years old. I can't think of a single time where my mother ever put herself ahead of me, my sister, or my father. So I'm encouraging you, ladies and you women, I want you to, for once, selfishly, if you're older, I want you to selfishly put yourself first. The second thing I would tell anybody who's trying to be more feminine or exercise that feminine energy, let me please say, you have to know, what do you want? I want you to sit down and really figure out, what is it that you want? What do you want in this phase of your life? Do you want to be at peace? Do you want to travel the world? Do you want to backpack across Asia? What is it that you want? I want you to get a journal. I want you to write that out. You can watch a million how to be more feminine videos, but if you don't even know what you want out of life, where are you trying to go? Because whatever that is, I need you to align yourself, your activities, your thoughts, your interests, and where are you trying to go? Those things need to be aligned. So if you want to become a world traveler, but yet you won't get a passport, you ain't going no damn where. You're going to be sitting in the house ordering your Amazon packages. You're not aligned. You're not aligning yourself to the person you want to become. That is what honoring your feminine energy is, loving on yourself. First finding yourself, and then starting to live as this person you want to become. Which leads me into my next thing. I'm big on communication. Communication is the number one reason why relationships fail. A lot of us never learned how to communicate. Your communication skills came from what you saw your parents doing, what you see in your friends, your past relationships. We never learned how to effectively communicate. So the third thing I would tell anybody is work on a skill. And if any skill that you would like to improve upon, may I please suggest the skill of communication, the art of having great communication skills. Because you know what? When you get in a relationship, or if you're in a relationship, learning how to show up to be more feminine in that relationship, and it all starts with your mouth, how you communicate, how you talk to your partner, how you communicate with potential mates on your dates, even your friends. Learning how to bring up issues, learning how to communicate your boundaries, standing in your truth, loving, honoring who you are. It all starts with communicating who you are, showing up as that person. How do I bring up issues to my partner? Are you just going to yell at him? Are you going to tell him what to do? Are you going to bark orders at him? Are you going to know how to communicate to a man? You're going to know how to communicate to your friends. My daddy has always said, and my parents have been married 51 years, and I am daddy's little girl, even though I'm a grandmother to two. I'm still daddy's little girl. My daddy has always said, and when I was in my 20s, I didn't understand it. You can get a man to do whatever you want. What I'm supposed to do, beat him into submission, cuss him out, yell at him, hurt his feelings, make him cry? No. Now I fully understand, as a grown woman myself, approaching 50 years old, now I fully understand what that means. That means using your feminine energy. Okay, that means investing into your communication skills. You never have to make a man do anything. He will do for you if you learn how to get that man to do for you. And it all starts with you embracing who you are, being very confident in yourself, loving yourself, working on your communication skills. The fourth thing that is so important, as you do all these things, you tie them together, you have got to take time off. Masculine women, hear me roar. The woman who's doing it all, taking care of her family, going to this practice, that practice, going to work, got to do this, I got to cook dinner, I got to clean the kitchen, blah, blah, blah. By the time you get into bed, your ass is tired. I need you to learn how to take time off. A lot of women, mothers, will feel guilty about this. There's nothing to feel guilty about pouring into yourself. You actually will show up to be a better mother, be a better spouse, a better partner, if you take time off and take that time and pour it into yourself. Take the whole day off. Take a girls' weekend trip. Do something that just honors yourself, because y'all, if you keep staying in the do mode, you will never find your feminine power. It's impossible to stay in that energy 100%, where you're always doing for others and be happy all the time. How can you honestly be happy always taking care of everybody else but yourself? It's a matter of time before you break down. Did y'all see an episode of This Is Us, Remember when, what's her name, Beth? I didn't watch the show all the time. Remember when she just was in the grocery store and her husband ran up on her and he was like, wait a minute, I thought you were supposed to be here or there or wherever. And she got caught in a lie. She was like, I just wanted a night to be a woman. I just wanted a night where I didn't have to take care of anybody. Just for once, I just wanted a night where I didn't have to be mom, I didn't have to be wife, I didn't have to be sister-in-law, daughter-in-law. I just wanted one night to myself. Y'all, that resonated with me so very much because, and it resonates with a lot of my clients, y'all, it is draining to always be in that energy where you never take care of yourself. So y'all, please, the fourth thing, like I said, is take some time off. That is how you get into your feminine energy, your feminine power. Notice I never said, go wear some makeup, put on a dress, wear some heels, and go buy you some red lingerie. No, how the hell you even gonna put that damn red lingerie on when your ass is tired? You are exhausted. You barely got in the bed. You barely brushed your teeth before you went to sleep. And you're supposed to roll over and be sexy? No, in order to do all that, I'm sorry, you gotta take time off. If you are interested in attracting a relationship and you know you are a dominant woman and you would like to learn how to be much more feminine, I have a how-to book. It's in the description below. It's just $8 and it gives you so many tips on how you as a dominant woman can show up to be much more feminine while you're out here dating. So it's the How to Date as a Masculine Woman guide. If you're interested, y'all click in the description below. I'm telling you, it is a guide full of great tidbits. Now, if you are a dominant woman, there are so many ways that you can encourage a man to be more masculine, and I'll go over that in another video. Now, join me next week when I talk about what happens in a relationship when the energy continues to be off balance and how to get that balance back. Join me next week and we're going to talk about that. Till next time, y'all.